Dear students, welcome back to mathematics class. In the last video, we discussed about how to find incenter of a triangle. So coming to this video, we are going to discuss about x-center of a triangle. How can we find the x-centers of a triangle? That is what we are going to discuss in this video. So, coming to the definition of a x-circle. So look at the definition of x-center. The internal bisector of angle A and external bisectors of angles B and C of a triangle ABC are concurrent, and the point of concurrence is called x-center of triangle ABC. So, look at here everybody, listen this concept. Suppose let it be a triangle ABC. What I am talking? Internal bisectors of angle A. So let it be the internal bisector of angle A. Isn't it? This is the internal bisector of angle A. And external bisectors of angles B and C. So let it be the external angular bisector which is drawn from B. Similarly, this is the external angular bisector which is drawn from C. So these two lines are nothing but external angular bisectors of capital B, comma capital C. Now you see these three lines meet at a point. I mean these three are concurrent lines. Okay. So the point of concurrence is called x-center of triangle ABC opposite to vertex A. This is the x-center and it is denoted by I1. X-center opposite to vertex A, because there exist three x-centers for any triangle. Okay. So, similarly, let us see the x-center which is opposite to angle B. First, we need to draw the internal angular bisector from B, and then external angular bisector from A as well as from C. So now there exists another x-center which is I2. Which is opposite to angle B. BI or CI as a radius. If you draw a circle, then there exists a circle like this, actually, which touches the side BC. So this is the circle which is opposite to, X circle out of the triangle, no? So that's why which is known as X circle opposite to vertex A, and its center is denoted by I1. The same concept here, taking AI2 or CI2 as a radius, and if you draw a circle, there exists another triangle, another X circle. This is the X circle which is opposite to vertex B, and its center is denoted as I2. Similarly, here from angle C, draw the internal angular bisector, and from angle A, draw the external bisector. Similarly, from angle B also draw the external angular bisector. Now these three are also concurrent. This is the x-center which is opposite to vertex C, and it is denoted with I3. Same concept, either BI3 or AI3 as a radius. If you draw a circle, then you are going to get in this manner a circle. which is X circle. So my dear, till now whatever we might have discussed, I mean there exists only one orthocenter for a triangle, one circumcenter, as well as one incenter and one centroid. But coming to X centers, there exist 3 X centers, 3 X circles, opposite to vertex A, opposite to vertex B, and opposite to vertex C. Okay, so I stands for I is nothing but incenter, whereas I1, I2, I3 are nothing but X centers opposite to vertex A, opposite to vertex B, and opposite to vertex C. Okay. Now let us discuss how can we find X centers when vertices of a triangle are given to you. When capital A, capital B, capital C are given to you, then how can we find X center, which is almost same as formula, incenter formula. So once if you recall incenter formula, I is equals to incenter, which is denoted with I, formula is ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 by a plus b plus c, comma ay1 plus by2 plus cy3 by a plus b plus c. Now let us discuss about X center formula. So there are 3 X centers now. So first of all I1 which is nothing but opposite to vertex A, X center opposite to vertex A, which is denoted by I1. Formula is same formula, ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 by a plus b plus c. Let me write first of all same as above. ay1 plus by2 plus cy3 by a plus b plus c. So don't think that formula is same for even X center. Since it is opposite to A, then small a we will replace with minus a. This is also minus a. This is minus a. And this is minus a. Hence, formula for X center opposite to vertex A, which is I1 is equals to minus ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 by minus a plus b plus c, comma minus ay1 plus by2 plus cy3 by minus a plus b plus c. Now let us see even the formula for I2, which is also X center opposite to vertex B. This time very simple, since it is opposite to B, just put small b is as minus b. I mean ax1, this time ay1 plus by2 minus cy3 by a plus b minus c. So X center opposite to vertex A denoted by I1. X center opposite to vertex B denoted by I2. And X center opposite to vertex C is denoted by I3. And almost all this formula is same as incenter formula. If it is opposite to A, just you can replace in the place of A minus A. And coming to I2, because it is opposite to vertex B, in the place of plus B you need to write minus B. And finally the last one, which is opposite to vertex C, I3, so minus C minus C. Similarly y coordinate also you can change. So coming to the problem, find the X centers of the triangle formed by the points capital A 3 comma 2, capital B 7 comma 2, and capital C 7 comma 5. Okay, so for example, this is the triangle ABC. Then BC is denoted by small a, I mean length of the side BC, and AC is denoted by small b, and AB is denoted with small c, right? So first of all, we need to find these lengths. So coming to solution, let me want to find out small a. Small a is nothing but the distance between B and C. So see here, x1 minus x2 whole square, 7 minus 7 whole square, which is 0, and 2 minus 5 whole square, minus 3 whole square, which is a 9. So which is equals to root 9, and finally 3 units. Let us find small b, which is the distance between A and C. So distance between A and C, 3 minus 7, which is minus 4, and whole square, it becomes 16, plus 2 minus 5, which is minus 3, and square of minus 3 is 9. So square root of 25, which is equals to 5. Now let me want to find small c, which is the distance between AB, I mean length of the side AB. So distance between 2 points, no, square root of x1 minus x2 whole square, which is once again 16, plus 2 minus 2, anyhow 0. So which is root 16, and hence it is 4. Now x centers we need to find. I mean we need to find out I1, I2, I3. So let me want to write the formula for I1. I mean x center, which is opposite to vertex A, opposite to vertex A, which is I1. So please write the formula first of all. Minus AX1 plus BX2 plus CX3 by minus A plus B plus C, comma, minus AY1 plus BY2 plus CY3 by minus A plus B plus C. So same formula of in center, but the only thing is in the place of A, we need to write minus A. So please substitute these values. So minus 3 into, and before that you know, no, capital A is always x1 comma y1, and capital B is x2 comma y2, and finally capital C is x3 comma y3. So ax1 plus b, which is 5 into x2, x2 value is 7, plus c, 7 into x3, sorry, c value is 4, no, so 4 into 7 by a plus b plus c, 3 plus 5 plus 4, comma, minus ay1, minus ay1. So minus 3 into y1 value is 2, plus b 5 into y2 value is also 2, and plus c, that is 4 into y3 value is 5, whole divided by, here also minus 3, is it no, minus a plus b plus c. So minus 3 plus 5 plus 4. So we need to simplify. Multiplication, minus 3 into 3 minus 9, plus 5 into 7 35, plus 4 into 7 28 by 5 plus 4 9, minus 3, which is equal to 6. Similarly, See, multiplication of y coordinates, minus 6 plus 10 plus 20 by 6. So this is 50, 63 minus 9. 54 by 6 comma and 30 minus 6, 24 by 6. So here 6 9 times and here 4 times. Therefore I1 is equals to 9 comma 4. So that is I1 stands for x center opposite to vertex A. And similarly you can solve x center opposite to vertex B and vertex C also. They are nothing but I2 and I3. So I2 is 1 comma 8 and I3 is 4 comma minus 1. So you can simplify these things. Okay, just apply the formula for I2 and simplify, even for I3 and then simplify. So you are going to get I2 and I3 as 1 comma 8 and 4 comma minus 1. So look at this question. The distance between the orthocenter and the circumcenter of the triangle formed by the vertices 0, 0, 4, 0 and 0, 6 is. So if you observe the vertices, you are going to find a simple technique here. See, clearly 0, 0 is nothing but origin. And if you look at the next point, that is 4, 0, see, y coordinate is 0. That means this is the point will be lies on x-axis. And here, you look at me here, 0, 6. I mean x coordinate is 0. Then definitely this is the point lies on y-axis. So this is the situation here. Suppose if it is x-axis and if it is y-axis. Okay. So no doubt that this is origin which is 0, 0. So first of all, you can assume that this is the point as O and this is the point as capital A and this point as capital B. So now clearly this is the location of origin O 0, 0. Right, ma'am? And 4, 0 will be somewhere here. This is say some 4, 0 which is capital A. And you know 0, 6 is here on y-axis. So this is C which is 0, 6. Okay. Now if you join AC as well as OC as well as OA. So clearly we are getting a right angled triangle. I mean the given vertices form a right angled triangle. Then we already discussed in the last video that if it is the right angle triangle, then orthocenter is nothing but the vertex which is a right angle. So now in this triangle, right angle is at O, isn't it? So therefore I can declare that therefore orthocenter is nothing but O which is 0, 0 because of a right angle triangle and right angle at the vertex O. And do you remember about circumcenter? How can we find circumcenter of a triangle if it is a right angle? Okay, so then definitely if it is a right angle triangle, then circumcenter is the midpoint of hypotenuse. Circumcenter will be the midpoint of hypotenuse. This is S, circumcenter. So circumcenter, say some S which is equals to midpoint of AC, midpoint of AC. So we can find the formula for midpoint. What is the midpoint formula? X1 plus X2 by 2 comma Y1 plus Y2 by 2. Isn't it? So X1 plus X2, I mean 4 plus 0 by 2. 4 plus 0 by 2 comma 0 plus 6 by 2. So 4 by 2 which is 2 and 6 by 2 which is 3. Therefore circumcenter is 2 comma 3. So now we want distance between orthocenter and circumcenter O and S. So one is 0 comma 0, origin is in no 0 comma 0, and next point is nothing but 2 comma 3. So we want the distance between these 2 points, which is under root of x1 minus x2, which is 2 minus 0 whole square plus y1 minus y2, 3 minus 0 whole square. So which is equals to 4 plus 9. Hence the distance between these two, I mean orthocenter and circumcenter, is root 13 units. Okay, so dear students, if you observe this technique, that if you are able to guess that which is a right angle triangle, hence this is the simple solution. If suppose you are unable to find out that it is a right angle triangle, then there is a lot of procedure to find circumcenter as well as orthocenter. Unnecessarily you are going to waste your valuable time. Next question. If 3 comma 2 minus 3 comma 2 0 comma h are the vertices of an equilateral triangle, moreover h is less than 0, then find the value of h. Okay, so first of all, the given vertices, assume it as capital A, capital B and capital C, isn't it? So given that triangle ABC is an equilateral. You know the meaning of equilateral? All sides are equal, all angles are equal. That implies AB is equals to BC is equals to CA. So because of equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. So here you can take any two, either AB is equals to BC or BC is equals to CA, or even AB is equal to CA also you can take. So now let me want to equate first two. AB is equals to BC. That is distance formula, no? AB. 3 minus of minus 3, which is plus 3. So 3 plus 3 whole square plus 2 minus 2. Anyhow, directly I want to write 0. Square root of this time BC. Minus 3 minus 0. Minus 3 minus 0 whole square plus 2 minus h whole square. Y1 minus y2 whole square, which is 2 minus h whole square. So because of both sides we have square root, please don't cancel, then instead of that you can go for squaring on both sides. So on squaring, now clearly this is a 6 whole square, which is 36 is equals to, on squaring root gets cancelled, minus 3 whole square is equals to 9, and plus let it be 2 minus h whole square. Now 9 you can bring this side, and 2 minus h we can also write h minus 2, isn't it? A minus b whole square is same as b minus a whole square. 2 minus h whole square is equal to 36 minus 9. So therefore h minus 2 whole square is equals to 36 minus 9. Is it 27? Okay. Now from this h minus 2 is equals to, I can write plus or minus square root of 27. So h minus 2 is equals to plus or minus root 27. I can write it as 9 into 3. And root 9 value is 3 and into root 3. And minus 2, if you send that side, h is equals to 2 plus or minus 3 root 3. Actually, this is the value of h. But given, what is given? H is less than 0, negative. If I choose positive, 2 plus 3 root 3 is a positive number. But we want h is a less than 0, negative 1. Hence the required answer is, therefore h is 2 minus 3 root 3 is the required answer. Since he mentioned that h is less than 0. If not, both are the answers, plus or minus. 2 plus or minus 3 root 3 is the original answer actually. But here condition provided, no, h should be less than 0. Hence not the first one, the second one, that is 2 minus 3 root 3 is the required answer. If 2 comma 1, 2 comma 5 are opposite corners of a square, then the length of its side is, see for example, let it be a square ABCD, ABCD, okay, and clearly AC is the diagonal. Say suppose length of the diagonal as D and length of the side is small a. Because of square, this side is also equals to small a, isn't it? Of course, all sides are equal. Now, what about angle at B? It is a right angle triangle. So, what I can say? In triangle ABC, and angle B is 90 degrees, because of right angle, I can apply Pythagoras theorem. That is, AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. So, AC square is nothing but, as per consideration, D square, and these two are equals to A square plus A square. So, D square is equals to 2A square and D is equals to square root of 2 into A. I mean, this is the formula to find length of the diagonal of a square. Okay, fine. So what is here? D is nothing but length of the diagonal and A is nothing but length of the side. And from that, what is the formula for small a? Therefore, small a is equals to D by root 2. These are very, very important. Please remember that length of the side, when you know the length of the diagonal, then formula is D by root 2. So given that these two are the opposite corners, no? So please consider that these points, one is capital A is equals to 2 comma 1 and corner, opposite corner, capital C is equals to 2 comma 5. And so distance between these 2 points is, say, some D, which is equals to AC. D is equal to AC. So let us find distance between these 2 points. 2 minus 2, 0 whole square, 1 minus 5, minus 4 whole square. Finally, this is root 16, hence 4. So length of the diagonal is 4. Therefore, what we want? Length of its side required. Its side. That is formula, length of the side. Side generally small a, which is equals to D by root 2. That is 4 by root 2. 4 I can write it as 2 into 2 by root 2. This root 2 here, root 2 times. So therefore, what is the answer here? Length of a side is nothing but 2 root 2 units. 2 root 2 units. So given that midpoints of the sides of a triangle ABC are minus 1 comma 3, minus 2 comma 4 and 2 comma minus 5. Then we need to find the length of the median. What we need to find? Length of the median, which is very important concept. Length of the median, that too through vertex A, because there exist 3 medians, no? So look at this diagram everybody, and once try to remember the concept of median. If ABC is a triangle and say the midpoint of BC as D and midpoint of AC as capital E, and similarly the midpoint of AB as capital F. Okay, D, E, F are the midpoints. Now the line joining of vertex to the midpoint of opposite side. Look at once again, the line joining of vertex to the midpoint of opposite side is called median. Hence here AD is one of the median and BE is one more median and CF is the third median. But here we need to find length of the median drawn through vertex A. Only AD required. So coming to solution, let the midpoints given, no, let these points consider as capital D. Is it not? D is nothing but midpoint of BC. I considered midpoint of BC as D. That's why first point is D. And followed by E is equals to minus 2 comma 4 and F is equals to 2 comma minus 5. Now I want to find the length of AD. The length of AD is nothing but distance between A and D. Distance between A and D. Now clearly I know what is D. What is D? Minus 1 comma 3. Now if I know what is vertex A, then I can find out the distance between these 2 points, which is nothing but the length of the median AD. But we don't know here what is vertex A. Can you find when midpoints are given to you vertex A? Can you find the vertex A when midpoints of a triangle are given to you? Then clearly, do you remember? We already discussed it in the last classes. So sum of the adjacent and subtract the opposite one. I mean E plus, capital A is equals to sum of the adjacent, that is capital E plus capital F minus capital D. Sum of the x coordinates of the adjacent points and opposite point should be subtracted. So come on, let us apply this for x coordinates. E plus F minus 2 plus 2. Only x coordinates E and F I need to add. Okay, added. Minus x coordinate of D should be subtracted. So minus of minus 1, which is equals to plus 1. Okay. Comma. Similarly, y coordinates. E plus F, no? E is 4 and minus 5 minus D, which is nothing but minus 3. So what is this? Minus 2 plus 2 gets cancelled, hence this is 1. 4 minus 8, which is minus 4. Now you know vertex A, which is 1 comma minus 4. And you know even vertex D, which is minus 1 comma 3. Therefore we need to find AD, is it no? Length of the median through vertex A, through vertex capital A, which is equal to just AD, distance between these 2 points A and D. 1 minus of minus 1. 1 minus of minus 1 which is plus 1 whole square minus 4 minus 3 plus minus 4 minus 3 whole square. This is the simplification for this. 1 plus 1 2 whole square which is 4 plus minus 7 whole square which is 49. So 49 plus 4 which is 53 units. Therefore length of the median through vertex A is root 53. Similarly, we can also find out vertex B and then length of the median through B, that is BE. Similarly, CF. But in this problem, only one median length, that is which is drawn through the vertex capital A, which is root 53. Hope you all understand the concepts and the problems what we have discussed now. Thank you for watching this video.